It's not yet time for iftar, but it almost is. And I've had one of those really, really dreary days. Since morning, I felt rather very, very lethargic, and it's carried out throughout the whole day up until now. And I'm not so sure it's so much to do with the Ramadan itself. It's just that I do have some of these days. Sometimes I wake up feeling really very kind of tired and lethargic, and it's just been one of those days today. And even though I'm feeling a bit dreary, this is a very, very special iftar. So I'm continuing to try to make healthy choices for iftar and for Sahoor during the whole course of this Ramadan. And even though the choices that I've made today may not be the healthiest, it is a very, very special iftar. I say it's very special because one of my children kind of made most of the food that I'm going to eat today, and I'm really very, very proud and happy about that. When I talk about my children, people question how many kids I have, but I refer to my nieces and nephews as my own biological children. So when I say my children, that is encompassing all members of my family, all my nieces and nephews. So one of my daughters made most of what I'm going to eat today. So it's something that I'm really looking forward to because it was made with love by one of my own daughters. So she's made slush, orange slush. I mean, I'm not so sure. I did tell her, I did say that I was on a healthy journey, so she was quite aware of that. I don't know whether that really reflected in the slush that she made, because I don't know how healthy you can make some of these fruit slushes. So this is an orange slush. I've just taken a little bit because I don't know how much sugar is in there. I know that she's a really, really good cook. She's going to turn out to be better than I think her mom and most of us. She has a lot of interest in cooking, and I'm kind of really proud to see that we're passing the tradition of cooking and loving to cook that we inherited from our mom. We're passing it on to our children as well. So this is orange slush that I'm going to have with when I break my fast. I mean, it is like real slush. I was really, really proud when I saw her make it. And she's made orange. She's also made pineapple, but I don't like pineapple, so I go for the orange. So I think I'm really going to enjoy this. And I've got my sparkling water as well. I'm going to put that back into the fridge just before iftar, just to have it really, really cold. So today I'm going for one of Africa's favourites, and that's jollof rice. I had wanted to make jollof rice with brown rice today, but I didn't have an opportunity to do so. And I think with brown rice, I don't think jollof rice is something that will go with brown rice, because the taste of brown rice is not, is a specific taste with brown rice. And with the beauty of jollof is the fact that the rice, just the white rice, kind of absorbs the flavors that you put into the sauce that you're making the jollof in, the liquid that you're cooking you're cooking the rice in. So with brown rice, because it has its own specific taste, I don't think it has the capability of absorbing those flavors in a way that it will reflect in terms of taste. So, I mean, we're just having jollof rice. Normally, when I make jollof rice, I make it really, really rich. And the way I make my jollof rice is probably not the healthiest way to make it, because I make my jollof rice incredibly rich. And yeah, this jollof rice was not made by me, even though it looks rather rich. I mean, I saw the method that was used in making it. They did try to cut back on a lot of the things that kind of make jollof rice really fattening. For example, rather than use vegetable oil or groundnut oil, I made sure that they used olive oil. And I know that probably the taste is not going to turn out the same as when you use vegetable or groundnut oil, or some people use sunflower oil. But you got to, when you're doing a healthy journey, you got to improvise with and compromise on some of these issues. So I've got my jollof rice with chicken. It's quite a lot of jollof rice. I'm really not sure I'm going to be able to eat all this. I'm going to put it all on the plate, because as I was kind of dishing it out, it looked very nice and orange, and it's got these beautiful corn, and and peas. So the contrast of the yellow and the green against the orange, I really liked. It got some mincemeat in there as well. And, it looked really nice, kind of putting it onto the plate. I don't think I'll be able to eat all this. But this is what I'm going to have for iftar anyway. Just my jollof rice, my slush that was done with love by one of my daughters, and my sparkling water. Now for Suhoor, this was also done by the same daughter who made the slush, and we call them puff puff. She made them. Honestly, she's going to turn out to be an incredibly good cook. I love making puff puff myself. It's one of my favorite things that I've enjoyed making in the past. I just make it even at home just to keep it for snacks, or when you have visitors, normally give them. I mean, it's just an easy, doughy. It's just an easy thing to make. I love the way that my daughter made it, because she made it like with a lot of milk. So it's like milk puff puff. It's a bit of a different kind of a recipe to the one that I normally make. And she's a really good cook. I mean, she's young. She's in her very early teens, but she cooks really well. And so, I mean, that's a lot of puff puff. So I don't think I'm going to eat all that for Suhoor either. But I'm going to give it a right good go. So I'm having that with, of course, my green juice. I've got my juicers back into full control, well, my juicer isn't back. I got a new juicer. So this is a combination of vegetable and fruit. So this is kale, the normal recipe that I have. So this is kale, pumpkin leaf, lettuce, cucumber, apple, pear, celery, and I've got some avocado in there. But with avocado, when you're making green juice, I normally put a very little bit, because avocado has the tendency of thickening. It just makes food really thick. The consistency of it is really quite heavy. It's kind of thick. And I didn't want to drink my green juice thick. If I had wanted to do that, I could have made a smoothie instead. And I find that avocados, it's much easier for me to use them as smoothies as opposed to use them as green juice. But I've got a bit of avocado in there, and I love avocado. And the taste is not, with avocados, they don't have a very strong taste. So if you put avocado in with other ingredients such as cucumber and celery, or not celery, maybe cucumber more, what you find is the taste of the avocado is kind of overpowered. So it doesn't really come through anyway. It's just, I think psychologically for me, because I know that there's avocado in there, I'm going to enjoy it. But so this is what I'm having for Iftar and Sahoor today, and I really do hope to enjoy it, because it is made by one of my children, one of my daughters, and I'm so incredibly proud of her. And I want to kind of give her that encouragement. So I hope to enjoy this, and I hope to see you tomorrow as we edge ever so closer to the end of Ramadan. Thank you, and happy Iftar to you.